you're going to learn is that your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. Okay? Your network is your net worth. I'm tired of being in circles with black people, our people, and everyone says we have to employ group economics. We have to put our money together. We have to pool our funds. And when it's time to put that money up, I only got 5, only got 10. Hey, this person got 100. Everyone clap and celebrate. Let's go. Hey, everyone's excited. And then we get out of here. We got a whopping $1,200 to do what? $1,200 from a whole damn crowd of 500 people? $1,200 from, I've been there. I've seen $1,200 raised in an audience over 500 people. And I just got better at learning how to raise the money to help a sister out, raise the money to help a brother. I've done it in DC at the Million Man March to help that store that allowed us to do a lecture get some money as a black business. I think it's a disgrace, but it also attests to a reality that if we can have hundreds of black people in a room and we can't at an instant say, you know what, we need 10 grand. If we got over 500 people in a room, we can't get 10 grand. We don't need no more of them black power lectures they have been having. That's talking about kill the crack, put your foot on his neck and all that. We need to change the narrative. Because if we got 500 plus people in the lecture and we can't raise 10 grand. Most of these brothers, they can pull at least 100, 150 people in their room. If they could pull 100, 150 people in that room and they can't get 2,000, let's be honest. If they can't pull $5,000 per 150 people, I think something's wrong. I think something's wrong. That should not be the case. That's ridiculous. And that means that whatever we've been teaching about that whole time is not what we should be teaching about. Let's be real. So here we go. Someone says you are as fake as it gets. Well, what's real is you're not on your platform telling people what you have to offer. Instead, you're on my platform trying to distract people from me. You feel me? That's what I'm telling you about our people. Some of them are real dimwits. They're real stupid. Why don't you spend the time developing yourself instead of trying to destroy someone else? Because I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And I'm just going to continue to live the way I live and better and greater every year. Every year, you can't front. If you've been keeping up with Brother Polight, every year, I go up exponentially. I step up my homes. I step up my cars. I step up my businesses. Every year, I add an additional business to the game because you should have at least 9 incomes. You should have at least 9 incomes. I don't give a hell if one of them only make you $6,000, $7,000 a year. You should have at least 9 incomes. The goal should be to be one of the 5%, amongst the 5%. Only 5% of America is making $150,000 or more a year, which is where wealth begins. Which is where you can comfortably invest without living below par. Only 5% of Americans make $150,000 or more a year. You should be part of the 5%, but the goal is to work your way into that 5%. I leave those people in the chat, and the reason why I do is because people need to understand how unfocused we are. And some of these people are actually agents. Their goal is to distract us from the situation at hand. So we have to grow wealth. This is the crown doctrine. And me personally, I'm tired of being in black groups where we all are talking black power, black power, black power. Yeah, I'm home. I'm doing my thing. I'm chilling right now. But I'm tired of being in black organizations and groups and forums where everyone is saying group economics. We have to put our money together. We have to pool our funds. And then when it's time for everyone to put up their money, some people got $100. Some people got $50. Rather than people saying, oh, you moved away and you're around white folks and you left your people. But guess what? You got to go where the information's at. I mean, ain't too much information on the basketball court. But I learned a whole lot of information on the golf course. The smaller the ball, the more education. Sometimes that happens. And it sounds weird. The smaller the ball, the greater the education. There's a disconnect. This doesn't mean people who play basketball aren't intelligent. I'm just telling you there's different information circulating in different cultures. And some information isn't as popular in other cultures. So our culture, our community, we haven't popularized a lot of the information that we need for our family to thrive. All of us are not sane. All of us don't have the same spirit consciousness, and all of us don't have the same income. So what we're going to have to do is create a successful collective. So I had transmuted my disposition and my goals as far as an educator is concerned to individually teach people. Why? I want to individually teach people because if I empower you to establish or grow a certain amount of wealth, and I empower another person to establish or grow a certain amount of wealth, and with these people that I'm educating, they also are empowered to put people on payroll, because too many of our businesses are sole businesses, meaning only one person is running the business. So people say, oh, I got a shea butter company. How many people you employ? Just myself. Oh, I got a shirt company. How many people you employ? Me and my friend. You know, we got to find a way to put people on payroll. That's empowerment. So now what I decided to do, I'm like, you know what? What if I could be responsible for a network of people that individually have the power to donate $1,000. Individually have the power to donate $5,000. That'll change the situation. That's changing the game. Because we're going to keep playing around expecting all black people to be down with our liberation, and that's not going to work. We can't expect all black people to be down with the liberation just because they're black. So we got to stop talking that if black people was us buying them sneakers. No, you know what it is? It's marketing. Someone did an incredible job, maybe even brainwashing to a certain extent, but also marketing where we feel like we have to buy those items. That's what it is. Okay? So we got to all do our part. So me personally, I want to individually empower people to grow into success. So you may say, man, but what's up with all the fancy cars and the beautiful areas that you be in and the expensive home you have and all that other stuff? What's that about? Well, I'm just showing you, like, you can't fake success. I mean, by now, all of that should have disappeared. I'm going on my 3rd year, living the life, and I think there's a responsibility on behalf of people who teach what they teach to show you they're about that life. So if I teach you economics, I should be able to show you I'm about that life, right or wrong. If I'm teaching economics, I should be able to show you about that life. I should be able to say, well, this is my life day to day. Look at it over and over and over. I'm still here. In fact, it gets better and better by the year. I should be able to show you the people that I'm in a network with. Therefore, when I show you me with celebrities, I'm not doing that to show off. I'm doing that to say simply, yeah, we rubbing shoulders. Yeah, this person knows Brother Polight. You feel me? That's why I do what I do. I have a responsibility to show you what it looks like day to day. If you can't see your teachers being materially successful, what does that say about their doctrine? So I want to talk to you about growing wealth. The reason why I do what I do is so I can motivate our people into a space where they'll realize, man, they can do better. Because a lot of times we really feel like we can't do any greater than the situation that we're in. We become complacent. A lot of us have jobs and we're pretty much going to go the route to work for the same job for 15, 20 years and retire. A lot of us have mortgages and we believe that we're going to be able to pay for this mortgage for 30 years, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. And if that doesn't work, we're going to turn around and say, you know what, we're going to modify the loan. Or we wind up needing some cash, we're going to pull off a reverse mortgage. But these things are all a setup, family. All of these things are a setup. You have to understand that. All these things are an incredible setup. Piece of family. So I wanted to talk to y'all because a lot of people misinterpret what I project to be showing off instead of saying, you know what, this is a day in the life of Brother Polight. If I were to show you what I do day to day inside of a Toyota, hop out the Toyota and walk around in the hood, you know what y'all would say? Interesting. But because I do it in expensive cars, you say he's showing off. What happened to the old Polight? It's the same Brother Polight that evolved. You shouldn't be looking for the old any version of anybody. I'm not looking for the old version of you. Because the presumption is we should be getting better by the days, not worse. We will make errors in the long run. So I took one talent and I multiplied it. One talent and I multiplied it. Turned it into a business. I'm damn near an industry in myself. Like Jay-Z said, I'm not a business, man. I'm a business, man. You walking with me? So that's what this is about. It's about taking this thing to the next level. I'm from Brooklyn. That's where I'm from. I'm in Beverly Hills now, but I'm from Brooklyn. Okay? That's what I do. And so, people say, but I do got a bunch of experience that I think qualifies, especially being a black man, living in our diaspora here in America, coming out of poverty, having been homeless and in shelters, and even in juvenile detention in addition to being in prison. So for me to make it out the muck and the mire, I believe that my experience certifies me to be able to share information with the people.